All right, guys, I'll go over your platoon leader brief real quickly. So I'm going to be Black 6. I'll be your notional platoon leader. So any requests for SP, any sit reps, you need to send that to me over the long-range squad lead. Okay, general situation is we have separatist forces operating in our AO. As such, our company commander has dispatched our notional platoon to move out and conduct a movement to contact to the west to try to locate, fix, and destroy the enemy separatist teams. They're operating in teams of 2 to 3 to minimize detection. So it says there in your mission statement, we're going to conduct a movement to contact to the west of Kiranera in order to deny enemy forces freedom of maneuver in our AO. The general instructions, you can see there, a lot of that is notional, but we would be in a platoon wedge. Our first squad is going to be on point. Specific engagement criteria there. If you have 4 or more enemies, you're going to short halt. That's going to be a platoon attack. Anything less is going to be a squad assault. And that's pretty much it for your mission statement. One thing I do want to pay particular attention to, squad leads, and then also team leaders for some of this, is your planning consideration. Well, let's start with first principles of patrolling. So there's 5 principles of patrolling. The first is security. You're going to maintain a good security posture by, 1, maintaining good separation between the individuals in a fire team and then also the 2 fire teams in the squad. For surprise is going to be achieved by you guys using a terrain that provides cover and concealment that's going to enable you to close with and destroy the enemy. You'll see a lot of this, especially on the flanking routes. This terrain is pretty conducive to maneuvering very close to where the enemy is going to be located, and then you can perform an assault. Coordinated fires, squad lead, that's really on you to develop the direct fire control plan. That should be part of your briefing. And then make sure you announce lift and shift fires over your squad net, and team leaders. You guys need to make sure that you pass that down to all your individual shooters. Violence is for violence of action. Once you guys make contact with the enemy, you should be getting all your weapons online, suppressing, and then that assaulting element should be moving very quickly to get to an assault position, and then finally assault across the objective, double tapping enemies to ensure that they're destroyed. And then finally, good control is going to be the squad leader try to encourage your team leads to crosstalk as much as possible over the short range net. So squad lead, you really shouldn't be saying much on that aside from just controlling your 2 fire team leads. So fire team leads, it's imperative that you guys talk to each other, develop the situation for the squad leader, make recommendations. And squad leader, you should just really be just interjecting if they're doing something crazy, or if they make a good recommendation, then just announce it and roll forward with that. For planning considerations prior to USPing, you should be paying attention specifically to these 5 things. You need to do a brief terrain analysis, find out where there's cover concealment available. Also, you're not going to have any combat enablers. Maybe in a future course we can integrate some kind of rotary so you can practice that. But for this sticks, that's not going to be relevant. Same with fire support. Rehearsal area and time, you guys are going to, squad leads, you guys are going to have about 5 to 10 minutes to develop your squad leader patrol brief. So I don't expect a lot of rehearsal time, but again, that's something you can do while you're conducting your movement to contact presence patrol. So while you're moving out, feel free to use that short range and just have your team leaders rehearse a bit. And finally, there's no transportation. But as you all know, in the primary server, a lot of those things are going to be relevant. So it's just something you guys need to keep in mind. Any questions? Okay, Overlord, you're good to take us in.
Everything working all right?
Hello.
Who was the squad leader for the first iteration?
Is you.
It's me. Okay.
Yeah, you're squad.
Who's the current Alpha Team leader?
I believe I am.
Who is I?
Alpha team leader is FSM, Bravo team leader is Bodhi, squad leader is whoever filled in Dre's spot.
I think it's Edwards. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bodhi.
I'm rifleman. Bodhi's rifleman.
No. Clearly not the team lead then.
Look at the
Bravo
ranks,
team?
tinfoil.
Was
Yeah,
it?
according to my iteration, Bodhi
at the
is Bravo
ranks.
team leader.
They switched it last
Citizens
second.
Are the ranks on Reddish? I asked a fucking simple question, not a fucking comment.
Alpha team
Jesus,
is
dude.
nice to gay.
Yeah, fine. It's Alpha team leader.
I am Bravo team
Alright,
leader.
Ample 1-1.
That would be Gandalf.
Radio check long range.
Amber 1-1 over 5-5.
Right.
So you're also on short range one, right?
Your team leads, and then meet me up here. I'll be on the hill to the southeast. You'll see me.
Okay, so my team leads are Flying Spaghetti and Gandalf, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, Flying Spaghetti, you're my Alpha team lead then. You have Poke, Reddish, and Bondi. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay, and then Gandalf, you have Delta, Rusty, and Citizen. Happy with that?
There you go. Alright.
Green, essentially. Okay. Am I supposed to be planning patrol right now?
I think Max is gonna brief you.
Or does it come next? Okay.
Yeah, Edwards,
Alright.
just fall in my position. I'll give you a quick brief.
Alright, awesome. Be right back, guys, then.
I poke, come over here. Reddish, Bodhi, over here.
Delta, Rusty Clutch, and
Alright, both
Citizen Aliens over here.
Right, Bodhi,
Alright, your squad currently
I
located
poke
at
Reddish
TA
for Alpha team.
We do not have 203s.
Myself and I poke would be
You guys don't have 203s?
Bodhi.
One of us, yeah, one of us is supposed to have the 203.
I have
Bodhi,
the
if I die,
343
you're 2
short range.
Vicinity
for
grid.
fighting.
Yeah, we're supposed to have the 203 launcher for.
Okay.
Oh,
SOP would be the AR would be senior person.
I think he's holding. I think Citizen
Yeah,
Alias
but I'd
is holding the
rather have
ammo for the
someone,
MG.
other than
The northeast
our
along
waste,
access
I know you never
asset,
got nothing,
the,
just stand
in
ends.
terms of Fireteam. If I die.
Confirm
You can
that.
choose
Well, it's Negative?
Just
Fine.
to,
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay.
In case he doesn't know.
Why do we have two
Yeah,
rifles?
I know that.
over
Everything
there?
else in that platoon brief is
I
applicable.
Why?
So take about 5 minutes to develop your plan. When you're ready, back brief me quickly on what your plan is, and then after
Glad
that,
I'm not squad leading
you're free
first.
to
That's all I can
tell
say.
to your fire team.
I'm not
prepare
squad
for
leader,
me.
so and I'm fine with that.
Okay, so
This is a really weird gear setup.
yeah, it is. Okay, so you're the
Zoomer.
AT.
Yep.
Getting some weird fucking packet loss, or is it just
It looks
me?
like Citizen and I both have
No,
AT.
More organized.
Oh, he has AT.
From
too,
what
so-
I'm reading in the iteration here, let me click Alt Tab for it real quick.
Alright,
Oh no, it's gone. Never mind.
Like us
And he's gonna
considering
give us
going to
separate
Let me check the briefing.
So the
So
op-
maybe
Yeah,
I'll
it's supposed to be Gandalf as team leader,
just to get the tag.
Yeah.
Never actually been to
Delta's M240.
This course takes
I'm
attack,
supposed to have
I
the
didn't know.
203, and Citizen's supposed to have a
Yeah,
rifle.
for sure it's unofficial.
Rifleman.
Unless they change it.
So
Unofficial.
the M203 is not available.
Most of
Yeah,
Max's
Yeah,
classes
the
are-
riflemen,
It'd be fun
Alright,
to
perfect.
you have
And then you
riflemen slot instead of grenadier. Also in the
Yeah,
officer
it's a
they
double
have-
rifleman slot. It wasn't a 203.
Yeah.
You let
Do
your
you know
bad,
what the
your
J
bad
tag
habits
calls?
take over.
You know,
Okay, so what are we supposed to have again, Rusty?
I like can't remember about the J
We're
tag
supposed to
calls.
have a 203.
And I
I
have a
went to FO
JTAX.
calls.
Oh, the
I can
M203.
FO bad.
Okay.
No.
It's like-
Yeah, the M203
You know,
underbarrel
the
grenade
constant
launcher. Yes,
like-
that is what it's
Oh,
supposed to have.
okay.
Opposite for me. I have a.
It looks like
right
the
on
other
my
squad's
desk,
supposed
I
to have
have
it as
a
well, or
nine-line
the other fire team.
form. I just. use
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not seeing anything in the
Very nice
training
spray
that
there, Zimmer.
says
use it since Arma 2.
we
Yeah.
need it for anything,
Which is
but
kind of sad.
it'd be nice.
Yeah, no, I find like again, eye strikes is easier than calling in 9 lines.
Yeah,
And
Bodhi
we have
or, Reddish,
no
you
medical
guys have
supplies
copies of
either.
the ammo for the air?
Nope. Let me check.
Should.
Me neither.
Negative on me.
These drills should be so quick that by the time you get
Alright,
hits
how many
and
rolls?
5
Yeah,
minutes
Michael.
later it should be
6.
over.
6. How much you weigh?
Yeah, I'm sure.
kilos.
Reddish, how much you weigh?
I didn't check.
Gandalf, just so you know, I just
Uh,
busted
inventory.
part of my headset, so I just here on one ear right now.
We found
Oh,
out
wow.
time, really.
This is really annoying. Not sure if I can fix that. Probably not.
And how many mags do you have each?
I have a fancy hat.
Citizen, are you carrying any ammo for the 2 for 9?
Maybe.
Hmm.
Somebody have a pistol, I'm not sure why.
That's good.
Yeah, apparently I have a pistol as well. It's kind of weird.
Same.
I'd like to know.
Interesting.
Like,
Is he,
Can I get my Fireteam leaders over here?
They're situated,
Didn't annoy me too much.
Auto grenade launcher?
Hey,
It
Fireteam
doesn't
leaders, come
annoy
on
me
over.
too much. If you think it's something like I'm report, you can ask me.
Line Spaghetti,
Yeah, fine. Here.
come on over.
I'll be back.
It would be nice to have the proper equipment for assaulting.
Okay, guys. Essentially, the situation is we've got to conduct a combat patrol with the intention of identifying the presence of 2 separatists. They've been sighted around grid 0942220, so somewhere around TAA Gold, just south of that. My intention is to push east from our current position at TAA Copper, all the way until we reach the ravine and ASR just southeast of Axis Copper Mark. We're then going to move up the west side of the trench, patrol northeast all the way towards TAA Copper, ending inside that compound just northwest of TAA Copper. In the event we take contact on the patrol, hopefully the ditch will provide some sort of cover. So if you're contacted, you're able to jump down into that, identify the enemy firing position. From that point, depending on the disposition of the fire teams, one fire team will be laying down fire, obtain fire superiority onto the enemy, whilst I will maneuver the second team to neutralize the contact. Are there any questions?
The second team will be Bravo, or is it variable?
We'll have Alpha and Bravo.
Alright.
So Alpha will be Flying Spaghetti and Bravo will be yourself.
Alright, so we'll be assault. Okay.
Okay, moving out from base, we'll just be in a squad column, led by Alpha, myself in the middle, and then you've got the rear Gandalf. Okay.
Final question.
Yeah, go on.
For moving northeast, are we going to be moving inside the riverbed? Because that kind of looks like riverbed. Might be wrong though.
No, we're just going to be on the west side of it, so in event we take contact, you can jump down into the ravine.
Okay.
Seeing as we're actually searching for these separatists, obviously being down in the fucking ditch isn't going to be very useful.
Okay.
Alright, you guys happy?
Yep, pretty good.
That's good.
Okay, where is Max?
Alright, guys. We're gonna
Alright,
head out soon. We're gonna go into a squad column. So when we do the column, I'm gonna be the first one, and Delta is gonna be behind everyone else. We're clear on that?
Yep.
Since you both have the same exact loadout, it's like it doesn't matter where, like, second or third.
Should probably switch uniforms there, man.
But Rusty, you'll be right behind me. Citizen, you'll be right behind Rusty, and Delta will be right behind Citizen. When we do the
switch
column.
anyway, dude.
Sounds
We're
good.
doing a fire team file, not a wedge.
No, we're not doing a wedge.
Okay.
And we're gonna head along east soon, outside of PAA Copper, and then we're gonna head through the riverbed. If you look at your map, you should see the route.
I've got visual on it already.
Are we heavily left in
Yeah, just pick them out of your old uniform. Basically.
Right here, kids.
And remember to cover your sectors. Once we start moving, load up. Take off your safeties, all that, yada yada. Make sure.
Alpha Bravo, prepared to move.
Alright, we're moving.
Standard 10-meter spacing.
Alpha, form up facing east.
We have like a dozen different types of saw ammo. I need to have one of them show me one of these boxes.
Make sure
of saw
you
ammo right
guys are spaced well.
Alright, Tim, you good?
Yeah, whereabouts should I position myself? I forgot to
Just
ask
Give me
that
1
earlier.
second. I need to. If you drop me a box of saw ammo, I need to see which class that is for me.
Yep.
We've got like 9 million different types.
Bad coyote, get.
God damn it, Overlord.
Round belt mag, 556.45 and 855.81. Alright, thanks. You can pick it back up.
Get your shit together, Overlord. God damn it.
ready, step off, over. Roger. Bravo, make sure it's a Fireteam wedge. What color?
Oh, we're doing a Fireteam wedge now. Let's do it.
Heavy left, heavy right, what do you want?
Heavy left. Heavy right, actually.
Alright.
Machine
So,
gunner on my
Citizen,
right.
yeah, Citizen,
Yeah,
you can be on
machine
the
gunner
right
on my
for the
right.
heavy left.
And then the 2 riflemen's on my left.
Oh, okay.
But that's
2 riflemen's on my left. Machine gunner on the right.
heavy left means 2 more, whatever.
Yeah, I thought
Heavy right means more
heavy
people
right
on
meant
the
two,
right.
yeah, more people on the right.
Oh, okay then. Heavy left.
Sorry, maybe I may, yeah. Probably different for different armies and all that, but
Oh, yes.
that's what I remember.
Should do that too.
Which means I'm on the left and you guys are on the
Yeah,
fucking
we're on the
Unfortunately,
right,
there's
so
only, like,
there we go.
2.
So Citizen, we're over on the right,
Yep.
and
Yeah, no.
Machine Gunner over on the left. We're gonna be running heavy right. Yep.
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
It's the weight of the formation. Right?
Send all contact reports.
No, close is 150. Near is 50.
Roger, Black 6.
Right, Alpha, take us out, walking pace.
Yeah, I'm confused between close and near.
Hmm?
I just busted my head.
No.
Yeah, I just noticed my Takara wasn't on the monitor. So I kind of stood up without checking that the headset still.
Yeah, that sucks.
Remember to cover your sectors.
Is it a fairly expensive headset, or just a quick, simple? Hmm.
I mean, it's very good.
Yeah.
Alpha, once you hit the ditch, begin your movement to the north, form down into a Fireteam file, or into 2 Fireteam files to meet the ditch. Alpha, copy. Again, make sure you're not going down into this, just stay off to the west side.
Contact northeast.
Alpha contact.
150 meters.
Roger that, contact northeast. Bravo, shifting my front left, occupy those reeds, try and get eyes out to the north.
Alright, Bravo. We gotta get into those trees on the northwest. Let's go.
Trees northwest, Bravo moving.
Alpha team, contact is score northeast, 20 meters by the little rock wall. Roger, Alpha, maintain rapid fire on that attack. Bravo, you have contact to your direct front, move forward into the... That's the reason your front left, over.
Contact direct front.
Contacts located to the right of telephone pole, second pole.
Contact left of the second pole.
You have contact left of the telephone pole.
Continue maneuver and get to the rear of the northwest.
Yeah, we can. Alright, Bravo,
contact
you guys hear me?
Roger, Bravo moving northwest to the greens.
Alright, let's go.
Alpha, maintain 5 superiority while Bravo moves, shifting off to your left.
This is Alpha Team. Recommend that you shift on the right side. Right side provides good cover for Bravo Team to advance over.
Negative, Bravo shifting left. We got an identical lane to the left right here.
Off copy.
Bravo has shifted left.
Roger that, continue moving north, northeast up that reed line. Try and move on that contact.
Alright, we're gonna move along the grass over here to our left. You guys see it?
Eyes on.
Eyes on. Alright, we're gonna move along that area. Let's move.
Bravo moving. Grass front.
Squad lead, we have moved, hold one, northeast to the grassy area, over.
Bravo, say again your last.
We have moved into the grassy area to our left, over.
Roger that, you've got contact to your front left. Alpha, are you able to break contact and shift west, regroup with Bravo over?
This is Alpha Team A-firm. Alpha Team, can you engage over?
Roger that, do so now. Bravo, Alpha is moving.
Contact.
What is shifting to the north?
Also shifting to our direction as well.
Bravo, what's the direction of your contact?
We have no visual at the moment.
Bravo, move through the reeds, get eyes to the fucking north.
Yep, let's move.
Bravo moving.
Alright, let's get eyes through the reeds.
Alpha, inform me when you've begun your movement to the north.
Bravo,
Alpha
eyes
Team
to the reeds.
begin peeling over.
Roger, Alpha. Be advised, Bravo has identified additional contact off to the 1 north-northwest. Over.
Get a good visual.
Yeah, we need to keep moving up along these reeds here, guys. Okay, I know.
Yep.
There's elephant grass, rather. They're probably right behind this grass here to the east-northeast.
Yes.
Gandalf, move your guys at the ASR to the north. Get on that little ridge you can see just past the right turn sign. And then observe to the northeast.
Yeah, yeah. Alright,
Bravo
Bravo
team,
team,
this
we're
is
gonna
Alpha
move
team, we're
to
to your
the
left, over.
north where the foliage is.
To the northeast, Alpha team.
Bravo moving to the north, the foliage.
Alpha forming line northeast.
Alpha
move,
form
move.
line northeast.
Bravo moving.
Line northeast.
Down.
Alpha, maintain fire. Contact while Bravo maneuvers to your left. Bravo, I want you moving to your front left, get onto that ridge, be able to observe down the valley to the northeast. Is Alpha team recovering as Bravo team maneuvers out? Roger that.
Gandalf, not doing much. You need to be moving to the northeast.
Alright, Bravo, let's keep moving to the northeast. Let's go, let's go.
Bravo moving northeast still.
Alright, Bravo. Bravo is moving northeast. We are at the foliage line, up the ridge.
Bravo, shift your east, get eyes on the contact on the short brick wall. Alpha, maintain fire.
Alright, we're gonna move to the east. We're gonna head to the brick wall that's to the east.
This is the Alpha team, we're starting to run low on ammo, over.
Bravo, Bravo
Roger
moving
that,
to the
take
rock
down
wall east.
deliberate fire, just try and maintain that fire. Bravo should be on those enemies.
Bravo moving.
Over here.
Eyes contact east, rock wall.
Bravo, maintain fire on that contact. Alpha, I want you shifting northwest, follow Bravo's path.
Contact on that wall to the right. Close. Looks like he's down. Another one.
Alpha,
One right of him.
my left.
Citizen's reloading.
Alpha team's moving.
Roger up.
The contact's still up. East by the wall. What's this thing I got?
Move up to the wall over here.
Alpha, get online south of Bravo.
Moving up to the wall, Bravo.
They're to your direct east now.
Northeast.
Make sure you're on that right side online.
Or the east, but okay. So it just means that guy's still up. On the wall. It looks like he's
No idea. He should be dead. I've shot him plenty of times.
the same, but he still looks like he's in like the low prone position.
Yeah, I hear you.
Bravo, move on to the enemy position.
Alright, let's move on to the enemy position.
Moving up.
Directly east.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Got two bodies. One with AK. Another body, one with
Alright,
AK.
Bravo is set on enemy position. We have two bodies.
Roger, Bravo, get set up on the south side of that brick wall. Observe to the north, south, passing to your rear. We're going to move back. Control
Alright,
route.
set up on the south side of the wall.
The,
Set up on the south side of the wall.
Bravo, set up south side of wall.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, it's
Guy is
weird.
dead.
He's dead, but he's not. It's weird.
He's dead, he's dead. Let's
I'm
go.
dead.
Effectively.
Don't look at me. Okay.
Yeah, damage is disabled. FYI. Alright, Bravo is set on the south side of the wall.
signs, index, consolidate on Bravo. Observe to the north.
And Alpha Team front of the line on Bravo for insight.
I think we're staggered by
Alright, roger that.
Alpha
Hold
Team
your position.
from
We're
line,
index at this time. Observe to the
facing
north.
east.
Bomb
Here,
up
let's
line.
walk off.
Facing
Line
east.
east.
I had
Northeast.
no idea where we're moving.
Oh yeah, I fucked you right side.
Yeah, I should have.
But that
communicated
might be
better.
because I'm lacking one ear.
Alright,
Oh,
Edwards, bring
really?
all your guys in here.
Yeah,
Yes,
we've
I
got
would say yellow on ammo. Couch T green.
Rifleman yellow.
Yeah, we're both yellow over here.
This Alpha Team, a fort, we're red, green, over. Roger. Bravo, get an H4.
Okay, let's see. You guys got plenty of ammo?
I'm good.
Citizen has 7 magazines, no equipment expended. So I'm good.
Alright, looks like we are green.
Roger, Bravo.
Alright, yes. Hey, Edwards, pull all your guys in on me so they can all hear when we go through this AAR.
Alright, bring it in, guys. Alpha Bravo.
I booked British.
Pull in.
Fallen.
Alright, once
One
you guys
squad
are in
fallen.
position, safety your weapon, and then you guys all tab out. We'll go through the AAR process.
Copy.
Alright, guys, just stand by. Overlord's going to post a link for some of the screen captures.
We're having slight difficulties on video, but screenshots are go.
Alright, yeah, just post it into the channel whenever you get a chance.
Yeah.
Alright, squad lead, how do you think it went?
I think it went well. The initial contact, we managed to suppress the enemy. The initial movement of Bravo off to the northwest could have been a bit quicker. I don't think I was too clear on exactly where I wanted you guys to move. But after you guys got into position and started that flank, we were able to displace Alpha, get the high ground off to the west of the contact. We were able to pretty much neutralize their cover being on their flank. Eliminated them. I don't think we received any casualties. So I think it went reasonably well. Our movement on contact could have been a little better to the northwest. That would be my comment.
Okay, yeah, let's go over each of the criteria. So we break it down to 3 different ones: to shoot, move, communicate. Shoot, I gave you a go on that. I think the team that was initially in contact did a good job. That team leader, you did a good job getting all your weapons online and suppressing the enemy. One thing, an improve for that is going to be, if you're the fire team in the rear, you should not be shooting over the heads of friendly forces when they're like 25 meters in front of you. So just keep that in mind, team leads. Make sure if you're in that rear element, you should be seeking cover and concealment and waiting for the plan on how to assault. I think you developed a pretty decent direct fire plan. I did hear some initial briefings in terms of the team in contact's going to do this. Here's how we're going to orchestrate lift and shift fires. So I gave you a go on that. And then you did establish security on the objective towards the end, and you sent up your report. So a go on all shoot. For move, I gave you a go/no-go on in terms of maintain squad formation and unit spacing prior to contact. I think your squad was a little too clumped up. Op4, could you speak briefly on whether or not you could engage their entire squad at once? Just looking for a yes or no.
Probably at some point.
Okay, so that's what it looked like for me. From my perspective, is that you guys were a little too close. So make sure you increase spacing in between your two fire teams, because again, the intent is that the enemy force is only to engage one of your fire teams, and the other one is in a reserve posture, and so you can maintain that element of surprise when you begin the assault. You got a no-go for guiding the assaulting team through the assault lane. I think it took you a while to actually link up with the assault element, and so you sent them off by their own, but really it should be you, because you have a better situational understanding of how you want this assault to go. So you should be with that maneuver element and leading them through directly towards the objective and then all the way through. For move, you did do a good job of communicating where you're moving to, what was your intent over the short range and also long range, so you got to go on that. For your communication, that was really good. You got 2 out of 3 goes for that. I thought your patrol brief was pretty well developed. You sent all your contact reports to me, and then also you briefed me on your maneuver plan once you made contact. And then finally you encouraged crosstalk between your team leaders on the short range net. I think you could have done a little better job on that, so that's the only no-go you got. If your team leads, especially moving to the contact, try to encourage your fire team leads to crosstalk as much as possible, so that element in the front should be talking to the element in the rear of what he sees. I don't think it was that much of an issue because your squad was so condensed, but once you start increasing that spacing, that lead element developing the situation of what the terrain looks like for that rear element is really going to help out. All right, guys. In the channel, there's a link posted by Overlord. Pull that up.
It's going to be left arrow your way through it. It's in fucking reverse order again.
Okay, so you guys
start at the end.
Is there a way to make full screen in the slideshow?
Okay, so the one to the left is initial contact.
You can definitely see in the 5th image how condensed the squad is. Yeah, we definitely
the far
have a
right's
lot more
initial
display.
contact.
Far right.
All right,
Far right.
Okay.
11 of 11 is step off.
Okay, tracking. All right, guys. So let's go through each one of these. So the improves I had from SP to initial contact was really spacing, and I think you'll be able to see. I'm looking at the first slide here. So again, you guys are pretty close as a squad. So really, I think you were moving through an area of relatively open terrain. So again, that's just going to push up your spacing requirements. The second slide, again, more of an overhead, so you can see where you're maneuvering to and where the OP4 is at. So again, spacing. Slide 3 here, you're getting pretty close to making contact, and as you can see, again, spacing is going to be the big improve there. Slide 4, contact has been made with the enemy, and now you can see how your fire team is arrayed, or your squad's arrayed. So that the team that's initially made contact, I think that was Alpha Team, you can see you guys got online really well, but Bravo Team, you guys were sort of spread around. So ideally what you want to have is, if you look where I'm at, maybe directly to the southwest, you guys, that's where you guys should have been, and then you could have decided on a flank route, either left or right. I think the Alpha Team leader actually made the recommendation of flanking to the right. I think that was a solid recommendation. I mean, Squad Lead made a decision on the ground, made a decision, you followed through, so, I mean, I can't nitpick that. But again, I think that was a pretty solid recommendation by Alpha Team. Okay, I'm on image 7, it looks like. All right, so here's your initial bound. Again, you guys got pretty good spacing in between the two elements now that you're starting to assault. OC is just a recommendation for next time. Try to stay back a little further because it makes the images a little easier to tell. All right, I'm on slide 6 now. So here you can see your assault out through to the objective. Slide 5, you get a little closer. One thing you did was you made contact, and then you started to perform squad bounding, and then it looks like you established like a final SBF in an assault lane. Nothing necessarily wrong with that if you felt the distance was too far to traverse, so I think that was a good recommendation there. But again, the biggest thing I think was tempo, especially when you made contact with the enemy. And so some improves I have on that is rate of fire. Control it during the initial one. You want to make sure you're actively suppressing, but watching your ammo burn, because I noticed you guys did report up you were running red on ammo. Again, good recommendation by the Alpha Team leader developing the situation and recommending a flank to the right. Speed was, I think, the biggest improve during the assault, is that it needs to be much more aggressive and much more violent in action, and I think you guys were a little too conservative. And then I didn't hear a lot of lift and shift fires during the finalized assault, so make sure you maintain that, and then when you announce it on your short range squad lead, you need to verify that your team leaders are reiterating that. So all in all, I think it went relatively well. Overlord, are we going to get video or no?
Next one.
Okay, all right. The next one will have video. You guys, we're good to Alt-Tab back in. And at this point, fire team leads, I want you to collect your fire teams up and link up with your lane OC, and he's going to give you a little more feedback on how your individual team did.
Question.
So make sure, yeah, and make sure you guys spread out so you're not cross-talking over each other.
Let's go to the end of the wall, fine, spaghetti.
Yeah, Alpha Team move east.
Getting off over here, or wherever you're going. I'll follow you.
Oh,
hey,
okay,
good,
over
good
here.
job, OP4. Hey, OP4, I want you to pair up with one of those OC teams too. You guys be able to provide.
Everyone here, Bravo?
Don't use that fucking RPG.
Alright, pull it over here a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
What I was talking with everybody. Who's our op for? What do you got for me initially? Or for them, rather?
Well, just a quick question. You guys, the team, when you guys move, like maneuver, you guys the moving team or the team that stayed first?
Well,
Alpha team or Bravo team is what he's
We're
asking.
Bravo. We're Bravo. We're the assault team.
Okay.
They're the team
So,
that moved first.
it's not necessarily for you, but when we were engaging after we made first contact, you guys put down really good suppressive fire to the point where we could not effectively engage at all. But what happened was, and I don't think this is necessarily your team's fault, but when you guys your squad started maneuvering, started moving, the suppressive fire lapsed completely to the point where me and Mikako could engage you guys effectively. We probably could have killed you guys, or at least some of you, if we could have. That's the point. The point is, when you guys moved, the suppressive fire lulled to the point where we could have engaged you guys as a team.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, really, they were movements, so that was more on the supporting team, unfortunately. Should definitely bring that point up with them, though, too.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Cool.
This looked more
That's all
like
I got.
squad bounding than.
Yeah,
assault.
it
Yeah,
felt
it
more
ended
like
up-
squad bounding.
You guys
And-
ended up more bounding over to this position, or the position behind me
Yeah,
there,
and it
than
felt-
actually assaulting from there.
It felt weird, but I'm at fault too because I wasn't communicating very well. Like that was my only thing that I've solved to myself, that I wasn't communicating to my fire team like too well, and one of them even got lost a little bit. But
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
partially because of my headset. I got
Yeah.
that fixed now.
Yeah, you
Build
like
out.
had one earphone. Either way, as far as it goes, shoot pretty much no go across the board. There wasn't much fire rate control, and they mentioned that to the squad leader as well. There wasn't much in the way of shift and lift fires. At least I didn't hear any. Maybe I missed it.
Yeah.
So make sure you're handling that as well.
Yeah, I didn't feel going left was good either. I should have made that recommendation as well.
That's fine. I mean, yeah, you can always bring that up, but at some point
I
you have
think-
to do instead of suggest. So
Yeah.
you handled
Yeah.
that well, at least. Movement seemed a little jumbled. That's a no-go. You guys were kind of fucking all over the place, and you weren't really online in the direction of contact as such.
Yeah, I agree.
We moved too early, I believe.
Yeah, also the squad was kind of bunched up front to back too, so that didn't help the situation at all. But you work with what you got. I thought you actually had a decent amount of control. At least while you were moving, you were communicating with each other. Just try and keep it a little more cohesive. Far side, you got the proper LOA set up, so go on that. There wasn't much initial communication, but you didn't take the initial contact, so, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
You guys had decent communication with the squad leader. You could probably increase that a little bit. I thought it was lacking when you're moving through the fucking reeds and shit, and seemed a little jumbled when you guys kind of came out of the reeds on the left here, and then the other fire team kind of almost bypassed you guys. That's when it kind of turned into the squad bounding thing, so that was weird.
Yeah, that was really weird.
On the objective, you were fine. Ace report, you know, go there. Overall, I'd say just work on your team control, your rates of fire. You know, make sure they're all in line. They're down, you know, able to effectively fire.
All right.
And the squad leader didn't really hand it out either, but make sure you're giving shift and lift fire commands if they give it to you, okay?
Yeah. I have to communicate much better than I did before.
It's basically a communication thing at this point. Otherwise, it wasn't bad. I mean,
It wasn't bad for my first time FTLing.
No, not at all in that case. So, also you were down a person who vanished mid, you know, movement because dogs. So
they're kind of
that'll
slow.
be it.
It's good now. It's good now.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's about all I got. I'm super new at this too, so hooray.
Yeah.
We'll discuss it with Zoom work, but yeah, you guys are free to go back to the fucking squad then, I guess.
Alright. Let's move, bro.
Still trying to plan out my lane as squad leader for the first third kill.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't... I really needed to communicate a lot more, though.
I probably should have, my intent was to secure that high ground. I didn't really convey that very well. I was just telling you guys to shift left into the reeds. And when I said reeds, you shifted like 10 meters, like next to some bushes that I guess kind of look like reeds. But I should have clarified that I wanted you to move a lot more.
You should have specified we're the flanking element. We're flanking left, move up along the elephant grass.
Also,
that way we knew, hey, we got to get this moving because we're going to be assaulting these guys.
Yeah, were you behind
You kind of just made it sound like you were. Sorry, I'm stepping over you.
At which point?
What happened?
At which point, when you originally started movement?
Yeah, when we originally started movement, were you behind us?
Well, when I told Alpha to maintain fire and you guys to shift left to the reeds, as you moved 10 meters left and seemed to stop, I kind of sat with you then, made sure you guys actually got into the reeds and started moving forward.
Okay, that's what I heard then. Okay, so basically 2 things I need to know next time: communication and moving much faster. Essentially.
Yeah, well,
because
the movement speed is kind of implied when we're in contact and you're performing at our flank. Like, I shouldn't need to say more quickly.
Yeah, that one of the problems that I have is safety.
First squad
and sometimes
will
I'm way
move
too
to
safe.
compound north,
sometimes
100 meters by now.
Yeah.
Unsafe. You don't know.
Loose order.
It's tactical blob.
Tactical blob.
Prepare for Iraqi death blossom.
Best formation ever.
I think we're generally one step above Death Blossom here at UO.
And there's a couple times that Death Blossom has happened.
Yeah, no, there are, but it's not frequent.
Yeah.
I will.
First squad, check your rolls for the next iteration number 2 and gear up when the boxes arrive.
Boxes. Yeah, the roster's up to date, guys.
I will put the long range in your backpack.
Check.
Flying.
Yeah.
Your M249.
There you go, you should have it.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, for Bravo, it's just Citizen and Gandalf switch.
Yep. So, Bravo team, that's Citizen, Rusty, Delta, Gandalf, follow me to the southwest.
I'm right here. Alright, yeah, hey, just come over here.
Delta, okay, good. So...
If the boxes show up, I'd like to grab a 203.
Yeah,
Which team is this, sorry? Is this Alpha team?
This is Bravo.
Bravo.
Okay. Where is Alpha team?
Alright, quickly through, we are Bravo. I'm Citizen Alias, your fire team leader. I'll switch weapons in a second.
Let's move a bit more away because we're gonna carry the way up these.
Moving southwest a bit by this truck here, to the northwest.
Pretty truck.
I gather around. As I was saying, we're Fire Team Bravo. I'm Citizen Alias, your fire team leader. Buddy teams are going to be as follows: Citizen and Rusty are buddy team 3. Delta and Gandalf are buddy team 4. We are on channel 1 in the short range, and we are squad 1. When we are, everyone should know what the wedge is. So heavy left, heavy right. Heavy left means
2 riflemen on the left.
yeah, 2 riflemen on the left, excuse me, and the air on the right. Actually, scratch that. Buddy teams are wrong. Citizen and Delta are a buddy team. And Rusty and Gandalf are another buddy team. So 3 is Citizen and Delta, 4 is Rusty and Gandalf.
Gandalf hot mic.
Yep.
And yeah, heavy right, 2 or 4 will be on the left. Or heavy left will be 4 on the left. And Delta, you'll be on my right. And the opposite for such. And that should be all for now. Okay, so how are we on ammo again?
AR good. I barely fired much.
I think I have 2.5 clips.
Like that's it?
2.5 clips and 4 clips in my backpack.
Yeah, the ammo is
I can
weirdly
give you
distributed.
2 if you want.
Yeah, I have more than enough. I'm fine.
Okay.
I was kind of confused by that guy lying down like this.
Yeah, I know.
So I was playing dead and thinking, hey, we suck at double tapping.
Yeah, just watch for the damage enabled tag.
So we're all good on ammo, you said?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, we're good on it. It's mostly Alpha that is not good on ammo.
Yeah.
Since they were firing upon him, we took a long ass time.
Just some things. Make sure when we have a contact report, you repeat those contacts. So if you even if you don't see the contact, repeat what others are saying. That way we develop situational awareness. Same thing with orders. So if I say Bravo Wedge Northwest, you repeat Bravo Wedge Northwest. That way everybody gets that information disseminated. That's also because if you're down the line and I'm out and you're out shot of me, the fire team leader, the guy next to you is going to be able to relay that to you, and you can hear it, and you know what you're doing.
Yep.
It's especially true because of the spacing. So if we're definitely spaced out, we want at least 10 meters.
Crates are up.
At 20 meters, you're going to have a hard time hearing somebody.
Do you have the 343?
I have a 343.
Okay.
Mind if I go grab that 203 now?
Oh, right, yeah, sure.
Cool.
He's lurking somewhere.
It's right here.
Visual trace maps.
Saddle. Super saddle. Road.
Apparently the 203s are going to be exempt from this one, so...
Okay.
They do have medical supplies there, so... I don't know if
Uh,
I'll pick them up.
We shouldn't need it for this iteration. We're
Yeah,
not
we
going
don't need
to...
it.
Damage is sloping off. It's only the third one, but maybe we should go grab some now. Actually, yeah. Probably let's go grab some medical supplies while we're ready for the next iteration.
Damage is disabled, so we don't need medical supplies.
Yeah, but for the third iteration, it's going to be enabled, they said.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then it fucks up. And
So, when I'm leading, yay. It's gonna be fun for me.
Okay, so what do you want from me?
Just give me a quick back brief.
Okay, so my plan is to advance
I'll take care of it.
north side of the dirt track.
That's supposed to work.
Also, if you're not too heavy, grab an extra 249
This
box or something.
Yeah,
Here you are.
You want to cross-side us?
Hillside.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 kilo
Yeah.
lines.
Well, I'll grab another box.
There you are.
Hill 51.
Or not, really.
Rise
Grab
down to the northwest.
Yeah, I'll put one in my backpack, it'll be fine.
Yeah, thanks.
Traveling overwatch to the foliage, and then the
700 rounds should be enough.
It's like
Just make sure you're not overweight with that.
Everyone has, like every team
I usually say no more than 30 kilograms on it.
Colky, rocket.
We got 35, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the
No, it's like an
Alright, Bravo, once you're done, just meet up by this little house to the north.
I got a few belts as well.
Oh, where are you?
Fireteam leaders on Bodhi at the tin shed.
For the most
Bravo,
part, they
hold
should be
here.
staying in this
You get my brief.
No, but I say rotate them so they're not always.
Bravo's here, or Bravo leads here.
Alpha's here.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna move in squad column fire team wedge from this position, roughly northwest to the northeast of Axis Gold marker, onto that hillside.
Where are we right now?
We're at the compound next to the dirt track, left of TAA Gold.
Alright.
So we'll move up the hillside. I'll put Alpha Team, move with them to get eyes down left to TAA Cobalt. We have 2 males that were suspicious sighted in that area. And once we get eyes on that, I'll bring the entire squad up, probably in line, and then we're going to move traveling Overwatch down to the probably the green forested area. So maneuver Alpha into that forest. They'll hold at the edge. Bravo will move up. Then Alpha will move towards TAA Cobalt while Bravo covers.
Talking about the green forest by Hill 4-2.
The green forest's just north of the dirt track.
Alright.
And
So
then
initially-
into TA Cobalt. That may
So-
change depending on the terrain that we view when we get up the hillside to the northwest.
Alright, so just want to push out northwest along Axis Gold, and
Then
then
it's
the
this-
southwest. Or
You can see
keep
this
going
hill
northwest?
right here to our northwest from where we are.
Okay, just want to move up the
Our
side.
orders are to stay, keep our maneuvering south of Hill 51.
Alright.
Bravo copies. And we're doing traveling or traveling Overwatch for initial movement.
Initial movement will travel in squad column Fireteam Wedge. Once
Okay,
Alpha gets
so-
to the top of the ridgeline and gets eyes onto objective area, then we'll bring the entire squad up online and do
Roger, yeah,
bounding
I got
and
that.
traveling Overwatch.
Okay, Bravo's good.
Alright, sounds good.
Bravo will be the covering element, and Alpha will move.
Roger that.
Anvil 1-1, Black 6, ready to check over.
Okay, I'm gonna go brief my team.
So, yeah, we'll brief them, and then we'll meet. See that iron gate right there to the west?
Yep, see it.
We'll meet on the road there.
Okay, Roger. Okay, Bravo team, round meet. Quick team briefing. Our objective is we spotted two suspicious males to the northwest at TAA Cobalt. So our squad's going to be maneuvering to that position along Access Gold. Our initial movement, we're going to be moving a squad column, Fireteam Wedge. We'll be in the rear, Alpha will be up front. We're moving to the hill 5-1. Alpha will crest the hill, get eyes on Cobalt while we remain in reserve.
1-1, Black 6.
AI, and we'll develop the situation from there. Most likely we'll get online with Alpha, act as initial suppressing file while Alpha moves. If we don't make contact at that point, we're just going to be bounding with the other team to a forested area to the west downhill until we reach TA Cobalt. Any questions?
None at all.
Cool. Alright, on me, we'll just do a file until we're outside of this compound, and then we'll do a wedge. So, Bravo on me, pile, moving.
Best way to learn.
Fireteam Wedge, squad column.
You told us it was a squad line.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the two that
Alright, Bravo, form wedge, bearing 340. We'll do a heavy left.
The rifleman buddy team on the left?
Excuse me, heavy right.
Yeah,
I'm doing it now.
Both Copy. On the left.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Alpha, go ahead and take us out, bearing 310.
I know, we get
Alpha moving out, bearing 310.
Alpha moving.
Anyway, that's
310?
yeah. There we go.
Alright, Bravo reorient 310. And hold while we'll get some spacing between us and them.
4-0.
Yeah. UO doctrine is heavy left means your rifles. So that's I guess heavy means the male people.
Alright, Bravo moving.
Moving.
Make sure you get 10 meter spacing, guys.
Alpha, on the ridgeline, there's a small boulder next to a green shrub bearing 300C.
Deal. It's a tour of it.
To your
left
Bravo
there,
team
about
shift
100
left slightly.
meters, if you can make that your axis of advance and halt at that
Alright,
boulder.
Bravo, we're good here.
I think the terrain's in the way, but we'll look out for it.
Yeah, roger. You're going the right way. Just keep going that direction.
Bravo, temp halt, we'll get some spacing here.
Short halt.
Alpha, when you get eyes on the objective, do a quick halt and scan.
Alright, Bravo moving again. Reorient 300.
Alpha's halting.
Orient 300.
Yeah, Bravo, stay back from the crest. About here is probably good.
Alright, Bravo, halt here now. Pull security.
Halt and security.
AR, keep watching to the southwest. Rusty northeast. And Gandalf to our east and as well as our rear.
Copy, copy.
Okay, so like 75 meters.
No, just push up until you can see down to the trees. That's
Oh.
that valley. Get eyes on it.
Roger. Push up Alpha and line after.
Copy.
Squad leader, are we moving again? Bravo team, lead.
Yeah, Bravo, push up to my position and hold.
Okay, Bravo on me, we're pushing up west, northwest.
Moving west.
Jogging pace. Squaddy, where do you want Bravo on the formation?
Break. Alpha's contact, 1 times RPG,
Bravo, hold.
150 meters to our west.
The prone, we have contact northwest.
1-1
250
copies.
meters.
Are they alerted? Over.
Contact northwest 150 meters.
Give it distance from the road.
I got a second guy. Didn't have the RPG. Please half my position. He's not led. This is Reddish.
Okay,
Bravo,
Bravo,
full security.
creep up on Alpha's right and form line on their right. Take it slow. Enemy's not alerted.
Bravo copies, we'll be moving up on right of Alpha. Line formation. Bravo on me, line formation. Oriented roughly northwest. We'll be on line with Alpha on our left. Bravo, take it slow, creep up.
Take it slow.
Alpha, correction, we have no eyes on a person, we just have eyes on the weapons on the ground to our west.
Well, they just dumped an RPG on the ground.
Okay, Bravo, hold here. Make sure to get eyes out northwest. Squad lead Bravo is online.
No eyes still on the left.
Bravo, copy. Do you have eyes on anything?
Bravo negative. Guys, keep scanning.
The enemies are located just past the forest and the valley to our front. Keep an eye out.
Bravo Wilco.
Eyes on, bearing 290.
Contact 290.
Behind the trees.
Behind trees.
Guy.
Squad lead Bravo has contact bearing 290 behind trees. What distance is that?
A firm Bravo. Weapon status yellow. Get your whole fire team oriented on that area, and I'm gonna maneuver Alpha up into the forest.
300.
Bravo Wilco. Guys, get online, get eyes on that contact.
Shift your guys to where they can all get eyes on that fire down in there.
Rusty,
You talking
get
about
it?
that abandoned
Okay,
RPG?
look at bearing 290. You see this bigger tree, pretty tall tree.
Yeah.
At the edge of the forest. Okay, go to the tree to the left.
Contact! Rapid fire, suppressing! Rapid fire, rapid fire, rapid fire. Why am I not shooting? 'Cause I'm on fucking...
Everyone good?
Keep the fire up, guys, rapid rate. Roger, Bravo is covering. Keep the fire up, guys. Let's slow it down to normal rate, normal rate. Contacts left, tracers. Rapid rate, guys, rapid rate. The contact is now 280 beyond those trees. Another one at the same position.
Alpha, get in the cover and hold. Alpha, contact close. He's running over the hill.
Got eyes on that contact at the hill.
Alpha, let no Bravo know when to shift fire.
Contact moving to our right, Bravo.
Bravo has eyes, trying to engage now. Bravo, hold fire on that contact, he's surrendering. Squad leader, we have a Bravo. We have a one-time enemy surrendering up halfway up the hill to your west.
He's moving.
Surrendering again.
No, he's still surrendering.
Alpha got one enemy surrendering.
Bravo sees that and we'll hold fire. Squad leader, this is Bravo. We kind of, the enemy position is kind of obscured in those tree lines you're occupying right now. Can we shift right a bit?
Hey, from Bravo, I want you to move down to the right of Alpha at this time, when you're ready.
Bravo copies. Alright, Bravo on me, line formation. We're going to be moving bearing 290, be occupying those trees to the right of Alpha. Time now.
Alpha, need ace report when you're ready.
Dog and paste.
Oh, there we go.
Alpha, we are green, green, green.
Alright, Bravo, hold here in these trees, find cover.
AR is yellow on ammo.
Yep. So, Delta, you're yellow. Rusty, how are you on ammo?
Checking. Yellow.
Yellow. Gandalf, where are you?
I'm right here. I got 2...
Alpha, do we have that prisoner?
So
Okay, so you're red. Got it.
Alright.
Alpha negative.
Yes, you're red.
Roger. He tried to surrender, but didn't make it.
This is reddish. He just looks like he went pro.
Roger.
Yeah, he's in defilade from our position now.
Hey, I have eyes
What?
on that prisoner. He's just
Yeah.
laying down there.
Yeah, keep an eyes on him.
Yep.
eyes on any contacts at this time, over.
Bravo is continuing to observe that possible EPW up where the will that's prone.
Okay, Roger. Bravo, you cover the north slope of this hillside to our front, and Alpha's gonna move up to the crest and get eyes down to the north.
Bravo copies. Alright, yeah, well, Bravo team, we're going to be covering to the northwest. Alpha's going to be moving up on the left top of the hill towards that prisoner.
Bravo, if you need to shift your guys to the right to get eyes, please do.
Bravo copies. The Gandalf, just tighten it up a little bit. Like, take, right here on this bush, covering roughly north to northwest. Okay.
Okay, 1-1 squad, move up to the rock where Alpha is. Operations over.
Bravo will cope. Alright, Bravo on me. File, we're moving up to where Alpha is. Moving now. Got it? Okay, we got everyone.
Oh, this was much better for me. At least I can see something.
Yeah.
The terrain was much easier, I gotta say.
Eyes, Alpha form, Bravo form line north. Security out that way. I'm gonna go talk to squad lead.
Alright, hey, yeah, everybody bring it in. Just bring it in on me. Pull in.
Never mind, Bravo on me. We're pulling it in.
Alright, guys. Once you get in my position, just alt tab out. We'll start the AR. Alright, so Bodhi, how do you think it went?
I give myself a 5 out of 10, maybe.
Okay. Alright, let's go through the go, no-go. Overall, I think it went pretty well, especially, if nothing else, you guys improved dramatically on your squad spacing, so that was a marked improvement. Alright, so for your shoot, I think you did a good job getting your SBF element situated before you started the flanking maneuver. Again, I think that was really due to the fact that you made contact with the enemy before they knew where you were at. But you walked your fire teams on, you developed a plan, you got them aware of the target, so you got to go on that. I think the direct fire plan, I didn't really hear it in the briefing, so I wasn't there for all of it. But once you guys started, the lift and shift fire seemed decent. I'm getting some reports from my team OCs, and they'll do more of this during their briefing. But I think we had some issues again with direct fire control. So team leaders, just be mindful that you'll get more of it in your team leader OC. And then finally, once you got on the objective, you got all your people online, you're pulling local security. I heard you call for ACE reports. I heard some of them send up. It's all right, you can send it to me. I called Index just to speed it up. So pretty good on your ability to shoot. Move. Again, spacing was excellent. So definitely go on that. You got a no-go on guiding your assaulting team through the objective. Again, I understand you want to sit there and you want to observe everything and have, like, you know, this great field of view, but ultimately it's all about speed, right? And it's more effective for you to be with that maneuvering fire team so you can guide them in directly where you want them and you can maintain the tempo.
Roger.
So right as soon as you got done to the objective, your Bravo team lead, he stated that, hey, can I shift to the right to get better eyes? I mean, I think you should have been there making that call on the ground stating, all right, a shift to the right, because that was the right call to make, absolutely. But it should have been you on the ground looking at what he was looking and then physically telling him, or, like, you know, if you could shove him in real life, you would do that. But here you just got to tell him, hey, I want you to shift to the right 50 meters. And you should be guiding all of that. And it's much easier for you to be able to control shift and lift fire if you're actually there, because then you see the bullets like going over your head, and that should remind you to do that. For communication, I thought your the brief went well. You did send up your initial contact report, but
yeah, I was late.
Yeah, so I give you a no-go on that, but don't worry about it. Again, I mean, that's just something that this community really needs to improve upon. It's just the information flow to higher. So if I was a platoon leader, and if I wasn't trailing you directly, I would have very little idea of what's going on.
Until it already happened, yeah.
Right. So just make sure as a squad leader, you're really the platoon leader's eyes on the ground. So you just need to push that information higher. And then I thought that crosstalk between the two fire teams, you definitely got to go for that. It was a big improvement from last time. Fire team leads, that's really on you. And then Bodhi, you were requesting it a lot, so that was good. So let's pull up the overlays or the screenshots.
To start on 9 and 9 and then left from there.
All right, so it looks like we do have a video for this one too, which is good. So let's cover everything up until you guys make initial contact with the enemy. So I'm looking at 9 and 9 again. This is just you in the assembly area requesting or starting to step off. What I liked about it is you kept your one fire team in reserve until you actually achieved the spacing you wanted. So I thought that was a good a good start. You can see where the enemy are currently located, so pretty much directly in front of you. You guys moved up on this hill. Again, you treated this terrain just perfect. I mean, you knew as soon as you crest that hill, that terrain's really going to open up. So you transitioned your movement technique to traveling overwatch. You had that one fire team get set. They spot the enemy, and then you maneuvered the other one to achieve a better SPF position. So excellent job there. I'm on slide 7 of 9 right now. And so it looks like, yep, so again, spacing. Look at this. I mean, this is excellent. You got one fire team set up there, ready to engage a contact, and then you got your other fire team down there, led by Citizen, in a really good wedge formation. Sort of looks like Delta's a little off. That's all right. But pretty good formation there. They're still hidden from the enemies, so you're able to maximize your ability to surprise.
I don't have the link. I'm sorry, I don't have the link for the pictures anymore.
Overlords at 2315.
Yeah. So it's do you see it now? It's pretty critical. You see this?
I got it.
Okay, I'm on slide 6 and 9 right now. All right, so again, you have your initial team in contact. Just visual now. You're maneuvering the other one up. I'm on slide 5 and 9. And here's where you get your entire fire team online.
Squad.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Your entire squad online, facing the enemy. Slide 5 and 9. All right, let's check the video out because it looks like slide 4 is when it actually when you're maneuvering. So there's a video posted by Overlord. Should be about 1 or 2 minutes long.
When Sprint told us that they cut
Yeah, that starts at initial contact and runs all the way to index.
All right, guys. Hey, just so watch this. Make sure you have the sound on. We'll talk about it after.
You want us to move the tree line and hold?
Don't worry about it.
Yep. Let's get good fire on it.
All right, Roger. Tell me when you're ready.
Reloading.
We're ready.
Contact left of the trees, left of the.
Communicate with Bravo what you're gonna do when you're gonna do it.
The fire up, guys. Rapid rate.
On your command. We're moving.
Yeah, when you're ready.
Bravo, this is Alpha. We're gonna move up to the tree line and hold. Give us cover. Alpha, move up the tree line. Alpha, move up to the tree line.
Slow it down to normal rate. Normal rate.
Let's go.
Roger. Moving.
Jesus Christ, I fucking zoomed in all the way.
He's just so
Yeah, it would have been nice to see what they were seeing right there.
Right, and again, when you maneuver with that fire team, you can see all of that. You have much better C2.
Open fire as soon as you can.
And there's Kevin surviving a lot of bullets. I understand it's sort of gamey. The next iteration will turn damage off.
Yeah.
Take a speaking on.
Yeah,
I was killed.
I would have been
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, I'm tracking.
Hey,
All right,
quit advancing
you can
Alpha.
stop it at like 142. I think you get the idea. This is something that I'm sure that Team OC's going to go into. That was a very aggressive sprint across a relatively open piece of terrain.
I thought about maybe doing a buddy team bound on that, but then I thought we have enough firepower from Bravo, hopefully.
Right, and so just to quickly wrap this up, let's go through some of the things I observed during that initial contact that you guys just saw. Again, you had a good report, but fuck, man, when you see someone with an RPG and you have a fire team online, identify PID, and then let's start shooting them. I think from the initial contact report to a bullets down range, you were sitting around like 3 to 4 minutes. And so my recommendation is you got 4 people shooting at 2. increase your tempo. That was the biggest improvement I had during that entire assault, was just the speed, the level of aggressiveness. It needed to be a lot quicker. Good crosstalk. One thing is, when you're giving commands to one of your fire teams, especially when it comes to maneuver, use your short range radio. Because, you were talking directly to them, which is good for that fire team, but the other fire team, they're sort of left in the dark. So if it deals with something, especially maneuvering one fire team while another fire team's providing support by fire, use your short range, so that way your SPF team knows what's going on.
Yep. Good.
You control the lift and shift fire, not the team that's maneuvering. And again, you're able to do that effectively because you're with the maneuvering element. So again, that's just like a surface danger zone consideration, but you don't want friendly forces shooting as close as they were during this. I like the Bravo had a good recommendation on shifting. Again, that's what I talked about earlier, about shifting towards the other edge of that tree line to sort of make your 90-degree turn for the flank. And ultimately, that really should be the squad leader directing that on the ground. But Bravo, good recommendation there. So all in all, I think it went well. Let's alt-tab back in the game. And then team leaders, link up with your team OC, and let's start the informal AAR.
Hey, Polk, how we going to the road? Hey, Polk.
Bravo team on me, move southwest, and then Team Polk follow. Let's get some more spacing just so we don't get...
Yeah, a little more. This crosstalk's really fucking annoying.
Because everyone...
Yeah, let's just go to this bush here, to southwest.
Which is bad.
Yeah, it's really fucking annoying.
Alright, gather around, guys.
More commentary.
That demonstrates the importance of intel, because we thought you were coming down the road, so we set up looking down the road, and apparently you guys came over a hill and just started us. Other than that, you guys did well. I had no idea where you guys were fucking moving. I just know I was getting shot at fucking a lot, so... I was arrested, would have been dead.
Yeah, the reason why you didn't see us was because we were obscured by those trees, so we couldn't technically see you either, so that was why I made that recommendation to shift right. Because we really were kind of just shooting wildly, trying to follow those traces you guys were spitting out.
Yeah, by pure chance I saw one of you and tried to direct my TL towards that.
I blame Kevin.
Sounds good. Blame Kevin. Alright, JB, you trying to talk because nothing came out, man.
Yeah, I was just about to ask if you were done, and then...
Oh, have at it, I haven't gone yet, so...
Oh, okay. Have you covered, or was one of your points, rates of fire?
Literally haven't done points yet, so if you got stuff, say it.
Cool. Well, it's not as much rates of fire for fighting and controlling them, but it's for you. The distance from the hilltop over here to the enemies was more 200 than 150. Doing burst fire at that range is useless at worst and ineffective at best. One bullet is going to go where you aim it to, it's just going to go up in the air. Just remember, rapid fire for a rifleman is 1 to 2 shots. No, sorry, 1 shot every 1 to 2 seconds. But do it aimed. You're not... Bullets going 10 meters above the enemy aren't really suppressing them. So keep it on semi. I think it was Gandalf, I saw you doing it once or twice. Yeah, just remember, semi. Burst fire.
I think we didn't see the enemy though, for the most part.
Right, but that still doesn't negate the fact that firing 200 meters a burst is useless. But that's pretty much the one bad stick I had for the team here. So, Timpo, run them
Alright. Alright, so, going down the fucking list, shoot, pretty much you go on that. Rates of fire, you communicated those well. You communicated shift and lift pretty well. Both with your team and the, squad leader. So you go on that. Sectors of fire, I don't think you declared sectors of fire to your team after, contact began. Up the hill, moving up the hill you did. Once you're on the hill, no, so that's a no-go. Movement, you ordered your team prone and online, and then you had somebody the entire time firing through your team. That generally shouldn't happen, at least not as far as I know. correct me if I'm wrong. Otherwise, so you know go on that. You had good control over your team the entire time, and yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Communication was good. Initial contact, all your movement there, that was all good. You had communication with the assault element pretty well on the squad leader the whole time. Good there, and ace report was good after you moved up into your final position before index. You didn't get a chance to pass it up, I don't think, but that's because Max called it early. Main thing there, make sure you have your sectors of fire declared, and make sure everybody's actually, you know, online. That was kind of weird. Otherwise, that was pretty good, as far as I could tell. Other points, you actually, your rates of fire, that was really good communication. I've never seen that pretty good there. You also, on halts, you gave people sectors to watch. That was very good as well. So,
Okay.
I think that's all.
I didn't know what Alpha Team was doing while I was shooting, so I didn't know when to shift fires.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
I didn't see them. I didn't know what they're doing, when they're gonna go into my line of fires.
Yeah, I tried to as my best as I could, and I definitely need improvement on that. Is communicating with my fire team lead, or my fire team, excuse me, about friendly movement. I kind of at some points I assumed they just heard it off over the 343, but I shouldn't assume that. So yeah.
Yeah, there was no positive feedback from them. I mean, you attempted to communicate with them, so.
But it's their fault, kind of.
To some extent, yeah.
I could clearly see them, so I should have communicated more.
Yeah. Well, overall good though.
Yeah, good job, Bravo. From my perspective, I usually don't fire team lead, so I usually don't have as good people leading, or that I am leading, excuse me. So good job, guys. So we gotta reassemble somewhere.
Back. Well, just fucking here for a minute, and then head back to where we were at before.
Okay.
Delta, you're gonna be the big man in charge.
Yep. Someone was saying that there's like damage enabled for the first run.
Yep.
Yeah. So real damage.
That sucks. Hope I don't get shot.
At least we know. At least
Up 4 will claim you.
I'll be surprised if this if this run will be the best, because fucking command will break down. Probably team leads getting shot in the head for something off.
The op 4, I guess, since damage is off, you guys are just bullet sponges.
Actually, I think that will actually die.
Yeah, we would have killed him within
Kevin
a
would have
minute
been
or
so
30
dead in
seconds.
that initial contact.
Everyone
was lighting him up. See,
They
I
would
never
have
saw
been
you. I
dead
only
within
saw- I
30
only saw
seconds of
Kevin.
me opening fire.
Actually, that's a good question, Tim.
Or less.
What's that?
If or fucking op 4 is going to be invincible still.
I think they're turning damage off. Or on, so it should be everybody. I would imagine. But I, quite frankly, don't know.
I guess the point is simulating friendly casualties and chain of command loss and general clusterfuck.
We get killed too.
An actual combat, which is not pretty.
My salute button.
That's one thing I should have actually done when I was doing my pre-brief, was chain of or succession of command. That way you don't have that problem where fire team is basically leaderless and so it goes down. Note to self on that.
Okay, I guess I should go to max.
Yeah, they're bring it back up on the hill there.
Oh yeah, it's just stand by. We're waiting for them to wrap it up.
Wrap it before you tap it.
That guy called me. You guys didn't really notice it. Yeah, good job at first. That was good.
Look at Kevin giving constructive feedback. I'm so proud.
I'm so amused.
Me surrendering, that was my way of saying you guys killed me. I'm sorry for confusing you.
This should be a better way of...
Yeah, you guys could have agreed upon how the surrendering should look like before the course.
Yeah, kind of
because I thought like this guy that was lying like this was just playing dead and hasn't been double tapped properly.
It's kind of funny also how they shot you with like 10 more rounds after you surrendered.
Because I figured this would be
Yeah, I actually didn't realize that the damage was turned off.
Can't surrender if you're dead.
And it's
probably
like Geneva.
Probably sitting down like this is the best.
Try not to commit too many war crimes in the future, okay?
Hey, we're about to teleport the TA Cobalt. One thing is this next iteration damage is going to be turned on.
Yeah, I got the interesting part to leave.
For everyone or just me?
No, for everybody.
Okay.
We're pretty much me. Just you,
Taco,
Kevin.
what are the
Just
for output? Don't burn it.
You everyone's here.
Alright, we're
Yeah,
good.
everybody moves.
That's fine. Alright, we gotta move the outpour, and then everybody else, just take a knee, pull up that roster, make sure you guys know who your role for the next and final iteration. Should be Delta as squad lead. So Delta, get with Bodhi, exchange long range. We're gonna have the class 5 crate here. Make sure you guys grab extra ammo, and then also make sure you guys grab medical supplies because you're gonna need it.
That quick?
Okay.
Then Delta, just link up with me down this hill when you're ready. I'll give you your brief.
There is enough morphine epinephrine to go around, so just grab one each.
Yeah, you want to have those damages this time. Trust me, and
So check all that in.
I know, buddy, I know.
Let's repack on these. Actually reload.
Oh, I got some already. Never mind.
Bodhi, can I have your rifle?
Follow me, Kevin.
Or
Like, you're
Long
invisible.
range.
Up here.
Bodhi is currently AFK, he was gone by a break, so he'll be back soon. Yeah. Bodhi, need your long range.
There's no guns.
Say what?
Does need your
over
long
here.
range.
Oh, it's
Walk up to the
oh,
crate.
it's good. Hold on, please. Okay.
Yep.
We'll come back again.
Good plan.
Get med
Smoke.
supplies and give Galta your long range.
I would
Who am I
enjoy
giving
a
it to?
rifle as well.
Delta.
Here, I'll trade you.
I just drop it in the crate.
Alright.
Rusty.
I'm
Actually,
not
get
sure
med supplies
who's
first.
taking over the AR for me, but I could use a rifle
Bodhi is taking the
instead
AR.
of an AR. Yeah, so leave your rifle as well. And the ammo
No, he's
for it.
not.
No, I'm
Misty.
Grenadier.
Oh, so what
Yeah.
am I supposed to?
Not on
You're
my
giving your
list.
AR to
The hell?
Gandalf, according to the roster.
Oh, yeah.
Radio's in the crate.
I glanced at it and I got
Yeah,
names
right.
mixed up. Even though we don't have 203s.
Does anyone have a
but
203?
No. I was supposed to have
Don't
one for
worry
the last
about
2 iterations, but
Okay.
grab an M4, I guess.
Fucking lend him work for that one.
You wanna know what's better than New Brand?
What's that?
Half testing missions.
Yeah, that's the best. Kevin.
Okay.
Who would do that? Here, Kevin.
I tested half of it, other guy tested the other.
Yeah,
We made a big
round,
deal about it.
test it together.
Why is that never crate?
Won't happen again.
Alright, Citizen Gandalf,
Oh, okay.
IPOC, when you're ready, meet over here. We're gonna be Bravo. Citizen with an M4.
I see you, I'm poking in
IPOC
your
should
trains.
have an M4 as well.
Yeah.
And then Gandalf should have my AR.
Bodhi, stop pumping the crate, you're done.
Who's the Alpha team lead?
It's me, Zimok.
Oh god.
Hey, I did fine when I was in the U. That one
Who's
Cool.
Bravo team leader?
I'm Bravo team leader.
Yeah.
Rusty this time? Alright.
Yes.
Lucky you,
It's
Rusty.
me,
I know.
Edwards,
Especially with
flying.
damage on.
Ooh,
Oh
also
man.
you can spread
Feel the crosshairs on my skull right now.
Dude, I am going to spray.
You mean
Waste all my ammo.
parting?
I've never
Citizen,
used
iPoke, make sure you have an extra bag for you. Gandalf, what do you do? How are you carrying right now?
I'm carrying medical supplies and 4 belts.
4 belts.
including-
Okay, so each
Yeah.
of us carrying a belt should be perfect for you.
Oh, wait a
'cause-
minute. The belt in the clip is empty. But give me a moment.
The Citizen's got 2
Yeah.
extra belts for you in my backpack.
You're carrying 2.
Sure
Okay,
you
are
have
you doing
ammo.
good on weight then?
Yeah, I'm about 30. That's usually kind of where you want to be
Alright,
at
cool.
most. 25 early, but fine
Alright,
with it.
so
Alright.
teams are
And then once I get back, we'll just do the... Not really buddy teams, just more formation.
Well, that's another thing I didn't do last time. I didn't really use buddy teams at all. Kind of assigned them and just left them alone.
You're not particularly being graded on that, but yeah, it's generally a good idea.
yeah, sure. Something like,
Yeah, so...
tell who it is.
For Gandalf.
Let me
You good,
toss
Gandalf?
away a few.
No, alright.
I've only
Well,
one
you
rule,
guys
though.
don't have to worry. Citizen and iPoke, you guys are going to be buddy team, both M4 brothers. And then I'll be a buddy team with Gandalf. When we're moving, it'll be either, heavy left, heavy right, and then heavy is the 2-man, or more people on my left or my right, depending on which side I call. Since damage is enabled, make sure you're checking your buddy. Keep space though, in case they start slinging some GPs or HE RPGs. But after a while, after you fire a little bit, check to your left, check to your right, make sure your buddy's good, make sure everyone else is good. Gandalf, buddy teams, as far as Citizen and iPoke are going to be a buddy team, you and I are going to be a buddy team. Same movement as last time, where I'll call heavy left, heavy right, and then the 2-man buddy team will be on my left or my right, depending on that. I was just telling them, since damage is enabled, make sure you're checking people. You're keeping an eye on people, especially your buddy team member. If you don't hear them talking or firing, look at them, make sure they're actually up, not unconscious or dead. If you see someone dead or unconscious, call out and then try to figure out what the best to do on your end, because I don't want to be babysitting everyone.
Yeah, because he's technically Grenadier.
So if you see they're obviously dead, don't try to go for them. Just leave them until after the firefight. If we're in a suppression roll, call out. Just say, hey, so-and-so's down. If I believe we can keep the suppression up minus another person, I'll call out saying, yes, grab them, get them to cover, or, banshing them up. Besides that, I can't tell you much without the command briefing.
The AR goes down if you want to grab it.
Whoever's closest. I might want to keep those smokes.
Yeah, no, I'm just reorganizing my backpack.
Oh, alright.
Need to actually drop them.
Yeah, it's not employed.
Oh yeah, I mean, Zumok, when we were doing that Pakistan mission, back in 3, we put on so much fire.
I don't have my pod.
Kill a lot of enemies.
Literally don't have salute bound, so forget it. Had other uses for the button.
I have no bipod though.
You should. You should be able to deploy it, lay down and deploy it.
Yeah, I know I can.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, they don't have a bipod built in for some reason.
We almost ran out of ammo.
Oh,
there,
yeah,
no, there they go.
Yeah, they have a built one. The problem is it's not that useful when you're on the ground like that sometimes. Because you attach to the ground and it gets kind of weird. Like, you can't aim up.
Especially like hills, yeah.
If you're shooting like 600 meters or something, I'd use it.
Yeah, definitely
it's pretty
that, but...
useful when you're shooting long distance.
But
like,
I think for RHS ones, it's not considered the item.
But like, if you're facing downhill,
built in.
Yeah.
You try to look up, you're gonna hit the limit.
Yeah.
Which is technically realistic, but it's annoying.
I don't know if you can.
I was doing the fucking 240 the other day, and bipod's super fucking useful in that.
It's better than Clapgun.
Yeah, definitely.
They have a nice dispersion now too. It's really fucking good.
Always
They're
useful
not like
with
laser
that.
cannons
I
anymore.
really hate Clapgun, like hills,
You would actually want to not use the tripods or bipods in Ace 2. In Armor 2, rather, because
You guys
they
are
would be that
carrying
accurate.
extra ammunition, right?
You want that spread?
Yes, we are each carrying a belt, and then Citizen is carrying 2. Right?
You guys have all your medical shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very basic, though.
Yeah, well.
Package banding.
You're not a medic, so.
Yeah.
Turing quit.
Training area, and also it was when we tried to do
My morphine auto injector.
when it was a mission where like only GM spawn stuff, and it went crazy.
But if I get shot twice,
like,
that's it.
lagged,
I'm in
like,
pain.
So everything lags. So
That's it.
spawned up once. So
Well, if you give yourself 2 morphine, you're dead, so.
Really?
In the
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh god,
You fucking eat shit and die, yeah.
You have to wait half an hour in-game time for the next morphine administration, or a full heal if available.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah.
That's great. That's amazing.
Yeah, you can kill. Yeah, if you do the Ace 2 or the Ace 2 thing where you give somebody epi and morphine when they get wounded, they'll die.
Yeah, so
Like-
the medic learned that on me. I fell unconscious because I got hit.
Yeah.
He patched me up, and then he gave me the dual combo, and it killed me.
Yep, that'll
I didn't
fucking
even
kill
know
the
what
shit out of
happened
people.
either until he's like, I know, I gave you morphine and epi, and I was like, ooh.
You dumb fuck.
This I've seen recently is people putting 2 tourniquets on minor puncture wounds.
Yeah, that too. Tourniquets are kind of.
I always forget to do tourniquets, and like when they're always needed.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about medical.
Someone just posted something today.
Yeah, there's a
about the
really
medical.
nice forum post about it. I'll give it to you and poke.
Yeah, see if I can link it.
Yeah, just put it in the
Just
channel.
message me. Yeah, just message me.
Yeah.
So I can get it.
I still don't understand the whole the morphine epi thing, but I think I'll figure it out at some point. I remember it's morphine. If
Also-
one dose of morphine, don't give it if their heart rate's low.
Also, there's a nice action
to
on casualty
rise.
/ first aid there.
Team lead, DTM, ammo crate.
But
Alright, I'm gonna go for briefing, so. Bro's here.
Gandalf, you want to do medical, right?
Maybe.
Gentlemen, do
Not
you
really.
have,
I just want to know.
grenades for
I
you?
just want to know basic.
We don't even have
medical
M2.
We don't have M2,
field.
M203s.
Good, because we're not.
It's like a dynamic.
Okay, so situation is as follows. We're at TA Cobalt 15 minutes ago.
It actually tells you common stuff in the like 4th paragraph.
Enemy
Alright.
spotted at TA Copper.
There's also another post on my phone that I forget where it is, and I don't know the that has all the
You probably see the route
bandages
marked on the map.
and what they do. And that's for me, that's the hardest part because you have all these bandages and different wound types. You gotta now know them.
Well, honestly, if you have a bandage, there's a wound, put the fucking bandage on it.
Yeah, I know, but you know, eventually you want to just have it be second nature. Oh, this wound, put this on, done.
No, I agree.
Scan ahead for like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably.
But yeah, right now I just like whatever bandage is closest.
Let's move over here so we're not talking over the briefing.
Yeah, right.
That's why I was like, no, I was actually planning to watch, not join, but apparently they were missing a guy, so I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there can always
And
be
it was actually my first time leading a fire team. So
Yeah, I mean, you did alright. There's a lot of shit to learn about it, so.
yeah. Too much
But yeah,
to count.
I can give you guys that medical thing, and there's also the
Yeah, that'll help.
there's also the actions on casualty thing. If you haven't seen that yet, that's useful because that's very relevant right now.
I don't think I have to worry too much about that. I don't know because I'm holding the machine gun. I'm holding the most bullets.
Yeah. Oh look. Look at it this way. There's like an evaluation process. Fox D literally made a post today about it, and it has the whole like, this is what you do if somebody gets shot. Like, this is the evaluation process. So
Yeah, it's definitely useful.
pretty good to leave or read rather. If you guys are curious about the last exercise, I recorded that from like behind you guys. So
I also got a recording of it as well, so
yeah.
that's your perspectives. Still recording.
That should conceal them. We won't be able to support you if you take contact on the other side of the bridge.
Still good on hard drive space.
So that's the overall.
And then this is the last iteration, right? The third one?
Yeah, third's the last.
Alright. Ooh. Because I gotta check the time. I know I had 2 hours, and I still do, but I just want to be aware of what time it is in my area. Ooh. Let me actually check right now. It's 5:48. 5:48.
Yeah, we're running about 10 minutes late, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Happens.
Whatever.
Almost always happens, which is why I always put an extra hour on these kind of things.
Yeah. Yeah, shit just happens and it takes longer, and, you know.
Through the enemy and secure the L-shaped defense on the far side of the enemy. SPF teams.
Sure, do that. Concern about the.
Wait a moment.
If we have more than wounded, we should kind of like throw their own smoke down. Like if someone gets hit and they can put them then unconscious.
If they're gonna go unconscious soon, yeah, we can pop smoke. So green smoke mark, yeah.
Oh, it doesn't last forever. That sucks.
We'll just have red smoke. Red smoke's gonna
I'll take 2 red smokes.
Make sure you grab some more. You'll have the names. Okay, and here's the teams.
Copy. Hey, Alpha.
Alright, Bravo. So, plan is we have 2 times baddies spotted in TA Copper. We're currently at TA Cobalt. We'll be moving to Hill 49/47.
Hey, down to Alpha point right.
Give me a second.
That's from Alpha on point.
Alright. We're going to be moving in a squad column with each squad is a wedge heading toward 4947. We'll set up an overwatch there along with the CCP if needed and get eyes on TA Copper. Movement will be Alpha followed by squad lead followed by Bravo. We're going to be doing a
Okay, change of
squad
plans,
lead.
request of course leader. Bravo will be trailing team. Sorry, Bravo will be lead team, Alpha will be trail.
Okay. Bravo copies. Alright, change of plans. We will be the lead team. Bravo will, or Alpha will be the follow team. So we're going to be heading toward halt overwatch mark Hill 4947. Once we get there, we will be the ones cresting while Alpha hangs back. Try to get eyes on TA Copper. Try to look the whole swath, you know, west, southwest, south, southeast, east. Try to cover that whole edge. Make sure you have hard cover. Call anything out you see. From there, it'll be up to squad lead what to do. If we'll be acting as Overwatch, whatever, it'll be up to him, so it'll happen as it happens. If you get hit, try to pull back. If you cannot, pop smoke and try to pull back. Attempt a colored smoke, colored green if you have it. If not, just standard white smoke. If you see someone go down and they're passed out, pop smoke on them and try to retrieve them and pull them back. So, from what I told you earlier, trying to protect yourself and all that, well, forget about it. Command wants you to try to save them. Don't try to do no heroic shit, though. Any questions?
Sounds good.
Yep.
Alright, Alpha's ready. Where do you want us to set?
Okay, let's SP.
Aren't you Bravo?
Oh,
head to our south.
correction, Bravo. Since he switched the heading,
So Bravo set up at the edge of the bridge line and Alpha set up behind him.
Bravo copies.
Alpha, head north of the.
Alright, so again, Bravo, we're gonna do heavy left.
Bravo, heavy left.
Yep.
Where are we going?
Heading west.
We're gonna be heading west.
Alpha.
Or, correction, we're gonna be heading south. Oh my, I got turned up. I'm sorry. So facing west, or south. Jesus.
Heavy left or heavy right?
Heavy left. So AR right, yep.
Apologies, Bayline. Thanks for my.
I think,
You good?
Yeah, my controls are locked up, so I can walk and left.
That happens.
Yes, but we're going to be heavy left as well. As I said, don't want people accidentally crest.
Bravo's ready to step off.
How do I unsling my weapon?
Well,
That's gonna be
move out.
useful.
South, southeast.
2.
Stepping off.
Thank you.
Bravo, stepping off.
Should be 2. Or press
Bravo.
F. Yeah,
Bearing 160. Walking that way.
Bearing 150. Bravo, walking.
Bravo, my intent is to stay on the left side of this bridge in front of you, not the skyline on top.
Shifting left.
Bravo, shifting left.
Then 110.
Changing bearing 130.
Delta, confirm you want Bravo to hold just before crossing.
Yeah, hold just before pressing, you know,
Roger that.
Bravo halt.
Bravo, halt.
Bravo's holding.
Make sure we got someone watching east.
Alpha, keep moving up. Bravo, start taking overwatch positions towards south. Alpha will provide security.
Bravo copies.
Basically, see where Bravo is. I think we're still not there yet.
Sure,
Actually.
where did... God damn it.
Yeah, we're not there.
Moved
This is
out.
the second fence. We have like a couple more to go.
Bravo, pretty sure we're not there yet, so continue moving.
Bravo copies.
Alpha halt. Let's get some room.
Alpha halt.
Where's Bra...
Yeah, this is the second fence. Not just you're correct.
Yep. God damn it, yeah, no.
He wants us to push him first.
Contact left! Close!
He's in the bushes, the close bushes. Bravo has contact left 2 times enemy KIA. Unknown current status. My team is all up.
Ceasefire.
Distance and direction contact.
Contact bearing 80 direct east of Bravo. 100 meters.
Oh, damn it, it's enabled.
Bravo has eyes on 2 enemy KA. No other at the moment.
Roger, Bravo. Watch these shoots. Alpha. Flank left. Use those trees right in front of you. Take a position in the trees.
Alpha copy.
We're watching and shooting. Alpha is going to be flanking left.
Bravo, watch and shoot.
Bravo, if more enemies show up, rapid raid on them.
Bravo copies.
Buddy 2 covering.
Ready, Edwards, move up to my right.
I had none either.
The close hill in front of us might be a good position. Don't want the trees.
Watch out for friendlies, watch out for friendlies.
Yep.
Bravo, move east 100 meters and set up security southwest.
Bravo copies.
Alright guys, we're going to be moving east to those trees just in front of us, and then we're going to be setting up security to the southeast south. So let's move.
Bravo moving east.
Delta, we lost sight of contact. We're currently covering on top of the hill. We're looking for movement at the moment. I don't like moving forward from this position, Delta. There's too much clearing. We're safe behind a small hill here.
I didn't tell you to move forward from the trees.
I know, but it's safe. We can see more from down there, trust me.
Roger, hold.
I'm falling back.
Make sure we got someone watching our southwest and west. AR, try to take a bush up. Try to break your concealment. Or make some concealment. There you go.
Bravo set.
Alpha's on watch and shoot since we lost the enemy.
Copy. Alpha, security east. Bravo, security southwest and west. Put some guy on the northwest as well.
Bravo copies.
Citizens watching northwest.
Yep.
Okay, west.
That's south.
Anvil 1-1 Black 6, complete report to include Ace and any casualties.
Ace reports.
How you guys doing on Animal?
Green.
Alright.
Citizens green.
Alright, you guys taking any hits during that?
We're gonna be fucked on video on that one.
Bravo is ready to send Ace report.
Thought it doesn't start,
Send it.
warning.
Ace report is green, green, green.
We killed OBS on this.
Copy. Confirm you saw 2 enemy KIA.
Bravo confirms 2 KIA. Correction, 2 EKIA.
Anvil 1-1 Black 6, over.
Alright guys, make sure you have fresh mags in.
Better. Alright, index. Alright guys, hey, just falling on me.
Oh guys, end mission.
I'm right in between the two fire teams.
None.
No.
Holy fuck.
Damage not on.
I have some
Alright,
marksmen
that was
in
good,
this
that was
outfit.
good. Yeah, holy shit, that was a good fucking react to contact. And you
Take
fucked
the
up my
ACOGs
Op4.
away next time.
Yeah. Alright, we'll just wait for Op4 to get here, but yeah, that was good. I mean, my intent there was to just try to throw you guys off balance. Essentially, that Op4 team was set in a position where I wanted them to hit you in the side or the rear, just so, you know, sort of switch it up a bit. So I was expecting a lot more confusion, but you guys called out the contact very quickly. You got your guns on them, and you fucking shot my 2 Op4 before they could even wound one of your guys. Yeah,
The,
Kevin, I wanna
the
hear you
confusion
funny
on my part was just where to move up my assault team.
Right, yeah.
So I was just...
Yeah, it was good. It was good though. All right, let's I'll tab out. Let's wait. I'll tab out. Let's wait until we get the links posted. I don't think we're gonna get video on that, so I'm sorry.
I recorded the thing out of Alpha Team's perspective. I think that's very exemplary, so I'm gonna try to load it up, and it's gonna take my time.
I got Bravos as well.
Okay. All right. How long is it gonna take you to post?
For Bravos?
Yeah.
Right now. Give me a sec.
Okay. It's not long, is it?
No, it's like from when we started to move to when you called index.
Okay, you guys. All right, we'll go through this. We'll go through the AER, and then Tin, just look at that yourself and just give me a good start time.
Sure.
I want to keep it under like 2 minutes. All right, guys. Everybody have the link?
The slideshow link, yeah.
Yeah. All right, perfect. All right, so we're gonna start on image 6 This is you guys getting ready to SP. So good spacing. I'll go over the shoot, move, communicate. So I thought the briefing went really well. You covered a lot of material. You came up with an innovative way to use smoke grenades to mark friendly locations for wounded. I like it. Just be advised, if you were to actually take a lot of wounded, I think you would have a lot of green smoke going on in the battlefield there. So I liked it. It was innovative, but I think for practical purposes, it would just be better to continue the fight, and then once you secure that LOA, another squad would come to assist, or as soon as you eliminated those 2 targets, you dispatch a fire team to consolidate all the dead or wounded, because you would see them on the battlefield. But I like the idea of green smoke. So for shoot, you didn't really have time to get set for an SBF element, but I gave you a go on that because the team that was closest to the enemy contact immediately turned around, identified them, established a local support by fire position, and then I think it was the squad that was closest to the contact became the assault element, but you did get the other fire team that actually crested the ridge to come back online and assume an SBF role. So that was really good adaptive leadership. You did develop a direct fire plan that was briefed ahead of time. You were maneuvering with the assault element as well, so I think you had pretty good control of direct fires. And then finally, once you got on the objective, you did establish local security, and you sent up a good ACE report. So go on everything for shoot. For move, again, I think your spacing was pretty good. You did get clustered up when you started crossing all those fences. And so thankfully my Op4 didn't shoot, but I think that was one area where you got a little too close. See if we can't find a slide that'll show that.
4th slide.
3 or 4.
Okay, so 3, yeah, I would say slide 4. That's you guys. You just got slowed down, I think, because of all those obstacles. It fucked with your movement formation. But I mean, that's all right. But you did get a little close. So just watch that in the future, because if I'm the enemy and I know you're gonna have to like go through obstacles, that's exactly where I'm gonna set up my engagement area. So you're right in the center of all these fences and shit you're gonna have to clamber over. So just keep that in mind. For move, you got to go for guiding them through the assault lane. You were the first squad leader to do that. You maintain good control over that element throughout the objective. I heard a lot of double taps of the bodies as you cleared through, so good job on that. And then also you did maintain good communication with Hire in terms of just informing me of your assault plan. For communication, like I said, go on the brief. You did send a lot of good contact reports, especially the one after, so good job there. And then I think crosstalk was pretty decent as well, so I give you a go on that. Okay, where we are on 6 Okay, all right. Let's pull up this video, guys. It's going to start at 2 minutes 10 seconds. So just take some time, squad lead, team lead. If you guys see anything important, just announce it, maybe talk through.
Yeah, 210's like right before contact. Contact's like 220-ish.
Okay, so let's go to 210 and just watch that.
Rusty's having some issues getting Twitch to work.
Takes some time.
Okay, that's fine. You can watch it
Stand
on
alone.
record.
Correct.
Yeah, I was surprised you guys didn't see my out for. They were right
Wants us
there.
to push you a little further, so.
I got shot before I was surprised they shot.
See, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, 224. That fucking fire team was awesome. You guys
He's in
immediately
the bushes,
go
the close
fucking
bushes.
from more or less get online and we started getting. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was amazing. I didn't have to order anything.
Bravo, contact left. Black 6 and the 1-1 contact
Times on the primary, but one improve off that, right?
Right.
So you need that fire team to get all your guys online. So it's good. Deploy, react, but then the next thing is get all your guys online.
Distance and direction contact.
Contact bearing 80 direct east of Bravo.
It
100
feels
meters.
so bad.
Bravo has eyes on 2 enemy KA. No other at the moment.
Roger, Bravo, watch and shoot. Alpha, flank left. Use those trees right in front of you. Take a position in the trees.
Alpha copy.
So guys, we're watching and shooting. Alpha is going to be flanking left.
Bravo, watch and shoot.
Watch and shoot.
Good job there, Rusty. And announcing what you just heard on the net, make sure your fire team understands the scheme maneuver for the squad.
Bravo copies.
Would have been helpful for Alpha to be talked on to the enemy by Bravo because we didn't really know where they were.
Right.
Well, I
Again,
didn't even know they were in those
that's the squad
trees.
leader, right? That's the squad leader. He should be right behind that fire team, developing the situation and guiding you guys in directly. Because he has probably the most situational awareness, or he should, based upon the contact reports he's getting from his fire team.
Actually, Bravo, if you just said they were in those trees right ahead of us, I would immediately know. I had no idea. I even saw tracers going as far as a click away almost. So.
Yeah, we were shooting like down in the valley. That's where we thought they were.
Yeah,
Alpha.
we thought they were further.
That was good. Again, it doesn't sound like a lot of lift and shift fires, but I mean, you guys got good visual. But again, that's something.
Well,
that
they
needs to
called
be
2 enemy KIA, and there wasn't any return fire
Yeah,
going
no,
on,
she
so
never-
that's when I ordered watch and shoot. So we didn't have any left fires.
Alright guys, we're going to be moving east to those.
You never know, right?
Black 6 and the 1-1 over.
Southeast, south.
That's why I also told them to be prepared to rapid rate if we receive more fire.
Alright, once you guys get to that 4-minute mark, I think that pretty much concludes that video.
Alright.
Alright guys, but yeah, good reports. Let's break down into our individual fire team leads. We'll do the informal AAR
Let's
process,
get to the telephone pole over there.
and then we'll bring it in one more
Copy.
time. We got to send out a survey, and then that's going to be a complete
Yeah,
report.
Rusty, over here by this tree to the
Job, guys.
rear here.
I have literally nothing to say. I was
Bravo,
shot
come on.
before anything happened.
Ready?
Okay, that's all for you. Great, great, great. Okay. So Max actually went over a bunch of the points, but you know, he got it. Rates of fire weren't really called except for the watch and shoot, but that's relatively okay. I mean, honestly, the fucking contact was dead immediately. However, you don't. It's real easy to tell they're dead because it's a game, but try not to rely on that too much, because they might pop up again and shoot your ass. Okay. Don't rely on visual confirmation that they're dead. So continue on. You know. Now they did order you watch and shoot, so at that point, you know, whatever. But try not to rely too much on visual confirmation that they're dead from 300 meters away. Shift and lift fires, yeah, go on that. That was good. Well, as far as you got orders to shift and lift, which is basically nil. Fucking nil there. No sectors of fire were declared, although it was kind of a reaction to contact thing from an ambush, so... You know. Max stated again, prone online. You took the contact, you reacted well, but then you didn't pull your team online, so, like, Gandalf was behind the fucking, little hill there.
Yeah.
If that had been a continued firefight, it would have been far more useful if you would have pulled him up online, obviously, because then he could have, engaged the enemy. He was kind of No offense to you, because I'm not calling you out on it, but he was kind of useless the whole time.
Yeah.
Because he was masked from the enemy. It's not Gandalf's fault, necessarily. Make sure you pull your squad up online after the initial contact like that, okay?
Yeah.
Getting far more effective there. You seem to have reasonable control over him. That was good. You moved to the LOA, you set sectors. One thing you did do, you mentioned, make sure somebody's watching, I think you said to, like, the southeast or something.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't say someone, say someone specific.
Okay.
Gandalf, watch southeast, or IPO. Because if you say someone, everybody's going to be like, oh, somebody else will get it. And then nobody's watching southeast. And, you know, that's a problem. Just make sure you specify people. It's far better when you're setting a task. You do this, you do this, you do this. Because that person then knows they're supposed to do it, and it's on them. Otherwise, people just tend to like, oh, you know, IPOC will get it, you know, or fucking Citizen will get it, you know, and then it doesn't get done. Initial contact was pretty fucking good. You guys handled that really well. Obviously, you fucking immediately killed the 2 out 4. That was a pretty good job. You had a reasonable amount of communication with the assault element. Like they said, you could have talked them onto the objective a little better. But other than that, pretty good job. And ace reports, you know, you got the ammo cast and everything and passed it up, so good there. Let me see if I can harvest an op4 over here for commentary, but I'm not sure what the hell they're gonna say. We shot at you and then immediately got shot at.
Everything went black.
Honestly.
Hey, can we acquire an op4 over here on Bravo's position?
They're just gonna be like,
op4 died about 30 seconds in, so dry.
Yeah, roger that. Well, hey. Okay, so forget that.
Yeah, literally.
No commentary. Alright, we're basically done then.
Woo!
You had any kind of actual commentary other than you died?
I mean, you guys turned and shot us really good.
So nothing then.
Yeah.
I didn't think there'd be much because you guys were like dead immediately. So.
Yeah, we're like, all right, there they are, opening up, fire off 2 bursts, and then I'm just dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fucking magical. But hey, it's kind of your job, right? Sorta.
For me, I gotta get into primary ops a lot and get used to everything. Training does help a lot to know what I'm doing, but mostly what I need is experience. Well, that's like pretty much what I need right now is to like actually do shit.
Experience doesn't help if you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Oh yeah.
You need to apply training to, you know, with experience.
Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. So you need to know what you're practicing and training up.
Yep.
I think that's all we got here. So can
need to go eat something.
Thanks, Chicago.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks for taking all of our bullets in your face.
Don't worry, I can return the favor right now.
Oh, what did you just do to him?
Tapped me.
Hey guys, collapse back on the collapse back on the magical umbrella there. It's the fucking beach, man. Mediterranean shit.
For a moment, I thought my ace was not working. Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah.
That would have been
always awkward as fuck, you know?
really great.
Alright, we got everybody here. Alright, hey guys, thanks for coming out. If you go to the TeamSpeak channel, there's a link. Let me know if you can pull up that file. It's a course feedback. Please just take a couple minutes to fill that out so I can improve the course. Based upon the feedback from the first iteration, we tried to integrate the videos, so I think that was a big improvement. So anything you think needs to be improved upon, please post it in this forum or on the online survey, or just go to the forums.
Yeah. Zimog, you were Alpha's lane OC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the first one is if you want to be anonymous, that's fine. And then just the OC lane is either gonna be tinfoil or Sumor. So thanks everybody for coming out. Good course. I hope you guys learned something.
I hope you don't forget it.
Wait, it's over?
Yes, go home.
Alright.
Or are you still here?
Get lost.
Wait, you can't go home yet. We have to do the safety briefing.
He's dead.
Man down.
Well.
Man
You
down.
run the sharp awareness class or whatever, and then.
Alright, man. Who can tell me the 2 reporting options for sexual assault?
What?
Screaming? That pistol is so loud.
You guys can fill out the survey, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and shut this thing down before this gets out of hand, and we can use TeamSpeak.
Alright, thank you.
Fox, that was not a proper reporting action for sexual assault.
That's why I'm gonna put it in the server.
Oh yeah.
Why did you shoot me?
Good fun.
Am I allowed to fill this out, Overlord?
Ask Max.
What was the lane OC thing again?
It's either tinfoil or zoom work.
Tinfoil was Bravo, Zoomwork was Alpha.
Yeah. It was who was your guys like debriefing of.
Oh,
Fireteam.
okay, I see. Tinfoil hate.
Yes, that's me. There's video from Bravo's perspective in the first assault if anybody wants that. Let me fucking cut that quick.
Alright, I did the form and the... Good. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thanks a bunch for the class. It was really helpful. Oh great, more Payday 2 DLC. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Hey, Max?
Yeah.
So my 2 cents, I think you should definitely get all the OC people on the Zeus with the Acre spec mode so that you get the shitload of personnel running in between out of the way. I think that would be much better.
Okay.
That would probably be handy, yeah. And that's pretty easy to implement.
I'll have to, I don't know if that's a mission making thing or I don't know.
That's easy to do, very easy to do.
But it's simple.
I gotta just go to the mission. I think Tinfall's talking, I can't hear him. Tinfall?
What?
No, we're still in Acre, so
Essentially, you guys want more time towards the AAR.
No, I was fine with the AR time on my end at least.
Yeah, I honestly didn't really get into it until the 3rd one because I've never really done this shit before, but timing seemed okay. That's exercise 2 and exercise 3 from Bravo's perspective. If anybody wants.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming out, and I appreciate your feedback. And anything more specific, please post that in the forums.
So again, to iterate mine because I'm too lazy to write it up. Do the give the OC Zeus, and he's just leaving. Okay.
He did say he was done, so there's that.
I filmed this with Zeus, and it looked like pretty awesome. You could basically make a TBOC style. I mean, if I hadn't filmed fucking Zeus interface and stuff with it, it would like.
Yeah, if you had Zeus, it'd be real easy because you just have fly cam, you'd be able to talk.
Yeah,
to everybody.
I used Zeus through all the thing, and I enabled Acre spec mode on myself.
Yeah.
So I could fly behind my